Hi, good morning. I hope you've been fine. It's morning when I'm recording, so we are going to our episode 4. And from the title of this video, you already know what we are going to talk about. So this is where we keep it real, simple, and savvy. And as we go on, today we are going to speak about the best savings account in Kenya. The best savings account in Kenya. So please take time and subscribe down below. Turn on your notification bell. Yeah, so that you can receive a notification when I get to upload a video. And if this is the type of content that you'd like, please give it a thumbs up so that we can support the channel and grow together. As well, share. So let's get into it. So, what's the best savings account currently in Kenya? Yesterday, I got asked this question in an interview that I attended, and also so many of my friends get to ask me every day, which is the best savings account they would get or save their money in. So, before we get into the best savings account in Kenya, this is where we want to start. We want to start by knowing your situation and your needs, because different savings account or different bank accounts have different needs they desire to meet for a client. There are savings accounts that are for growth. There are savings accounts that are used for convenience, just making it convenient for you to get your money. There are savings accounts that are there to just beat inflation, to ensure that your money beats inflation. And then there are savings accounts that are there to give you the highest yield return. So there are different savings account for different individuals. You may be an individual that you need to grow your money. You may be an entrepreneur that you need an account where you can save, and at the end of it, you can be able to get loans to scale up your business. So we have different situations and we have different needs. So the first thing you need to ask yourself, even before getting to look at the blogs of vlogs, or get to ask financial um, people who know finances, which is the best savings account, you need to understand what is your need. At the end of the day, what is the goal that you want to achieve with this savings account or this bank account? So that's number one, looking at your situation and your need. Then number two, you need to match up your need with whatever the banks are giving you, whatever banks are offering you. So you want to look at, is the bank able to meet my need at my situation, at the level of my situation? Is this bank able to meet my need at the level of my situation? So those are the things that you need to, number two, to ask that, I want growth. Is this savings account for this bank able to meet my growth? At the end of the day, I desire convenience. Am I able to access my money as how I want it to access? I want I want my money to be safe. So you want to look at whether that savings account is able to beat inflation, because you just want your money to be safe at the end of the day. So number two, is the bank that you're desiring or the account you want to open, is it meeting your need at the level of your situation? Then number three, you want to look at the financial health of that bank, the financial health. And how will you know, is it financially healthy or is it unhealthy? You need to look at its balance sheet. So we want to look at the bank. Is it solid? Is it firm? Will it go under few years to come? So you want to look at its balance sheet. Is the balance sheet strong? Is the bank entirely financed by debt, or it has equity as well? Is the assets Are the assets good? Are the assets good? What are its financial situation? So you need to look at its balance sheet. You need to look at the financial health of your bank so that you can be able to foresee things that are yet to come. You need to plan and foresee. So that is number three, looking at it, the bank's financial health. Then number four, you need to look its convenience. As much as we want growth, as much as we want your money to be safe, we want to check whether the bank is giving you convenience. Is it convenient for you? So you need to check, are they at par with the with technology? Can you be able, do they have online banking? For me, I love a convenience, and I love looking at banks that I can be able to transact money via my phone. I can be able to do the most online. Right now, banks are moving towards the online towards online banking, and they are leaving the traditional banking. And in a few years, online banking will have really grown. And the good thing about online banking, it is cheap. Most times transactions are not more many transactions, or most transactions are not charged, unlike the brick and mortar banks. So you need to look at such things, is it convenient for you? Does it have an online platform where I can be able to do my the most with my transactions? So such things you need to look again. We also need to look at the interest rates. If you're in for an account that you want your money to grow, you need to check the interest rate. So different banks have different interest rates. Let's get this right. There are people who see advertisements, maybe on social media, maybe on billboards, maybe on newspaper, and then you see this bank, wow, it's giving very high interest rates, above the market interest rate. You get to see a bank giving like 30% interest rate. What you need to check, is it a nominal rate? Nominal rate means it is exclusive of inflation rate. I have a friend who not really a friend, let's say a mentor who I look up to, and they said that they went to put in money into a bank, and they expected after 1 year it will have grown. What they did not they did not get to read or understand is that it was a nominal rate. So after the 30%, you subtract the inflation rate at that point. So the money was not, like, the interest rate was not as huge as she thought. So those are the some of the things you need to look at. You need to look at whether it's a nominal rate, the interest rate that you are being told, that you are being lured to open that savings account. Is it a nominal rate, or is it the interest rate where it is already inclusive of the inflation rate? So after looking at that, you want to check the rules that govern that particular account. There are accounts that have good interest rates, but the rules are are overboard, things that you cannot. There are accounts that yield very high interest rate, but the minimum amount that you need to have in your account is way huge. Like others, you hear that the minimum amount that should be there should be 20,000, and the initial amount that you should start with is 20,000. Then at times that might be as very high to achieve. So at times the interest rate speaks more about the rule that governs that particular account. Others tell you cannot withdraw your amount within this certain period. You can withdraw once in 6 months. You can withdraw once in a month, and therefore it limits you. But now this is how interest work. The higher the amount that you have in your savings account, the higher the interest you will receive, and the longer the period that you put your money into that interest account is the is the higher interest you receive. So those are the things that you need to look at as you want to get the best savings account. Generally, the best savings account, you are the one to decide, because you know the need that you want to address. You know the need that you want that bank particular account to address. So at the end of the day, the best savings or interest account, savings or bank account, you're the one to decide when you look at the needs. Again, probably I will mention two or three bank savings account that I have written them somewhere, that are out for grabs right now. I have had people talk, blogs writing about, and we look at them. So we have Simba KCB savings account, and Simba KCB savings account gives you a 5% per annum interest rate. 5% per annum interest rate. That one is at par with the inflation. The inflation average right now is around 5 to 5.2 inflation. So if it's 5% and inflation is 5%, your money still uh, the value still remains. And by the way, what's inflation? Inflation is the rising of prices of goods. That means, when if you bought this particular pen at 10 shillings this year, when there is inflation, that 10 shillings will not be able to buy this pen, because the value of the 10 shillings will have reduced. And what do we want with our savings account? That it retains the value of our money at the end of the day, so that 10 shillings our 10 shillings today will be able to buy this pen, will also be able to buy this pen tomorrow. So and then it gives free deposits, that when you deposit you have free, it gives up one withdrawal amount, no monthly fees, opening balance is 1,000, minimum balance that you can hold in that account is 1,000. Then we have National Bank Ahadi. This one really shocked me. I didn't know the interest rate of National Bank. The Ahadi savings account in National Bank has such a high interest rate, comparing to other bank accounts in Kenya today. So if you are willing, if you desire, if your need is growth of money, you can check it out and see whether it's something you need to do to get into. So National Bank Ahadi gives you a 7% per annum interest rate. There is easy top up for savings. Opening balance is 1,000. Minimum balance to hold in your account is 1,000. There is no monthly charges. Free over the counter withdrawal. Imagine when you go to withdraw your money over the counter, it is free. Wow. National Bank again. And then only one withdrawal per 3 months, interest applied every quarter at a tiered rate. This one means interest applied every quarter is that um as as much as interest is earned daily, you will be paid your interest quarterly. So it will earn daily, but they will pay you quarterly. So no debit card or checkbook in order to promote the savings culture. So if you check, Simba has 5% interest rate. It maintains, Simba for KCB, it maintains your money at the level of inflation, so your money is not losing. Again, it is easy to access for the Simba. For the National Bank Ahadi, it gives you growth of your money, but it is not easy to access the money, because they, at the end of the day, they want you to save. So those are some of the things I was saying. There is also Standard Chartered. They have an savings account called Safari, and for Safari they have a range, so your money grows according to range. So the interest rate is different. The more the money, the more the interest. And I got to check their website. 0.50% per annum for a balance range between Kenya shillings 0 to 1,999,999 Kenya shillings. That's the range that they they charge 0.50 per annum. Then there is free monthly e-statements, there is online banking, there is free withdrawals once a month, convenient deposits, online banking and mobile app, free e-statements. We have said that. So Standard Chartered are for people who desire to build your credit, because Standard Chartered are good for credit. If you are an entrepreneur and you need to scale up your business, you need to have a relationship with Standard Bank. So you need to have a savings account there, because their savings account is for building your credit. It is for getting credit or debit cards. It is for brokerage, investment accounts. So this is an account that you would want to look at if you want. It's not good according to other big banks in interest rate, but it is good if you want to loans for your business or something. Then Absa, there is Absa's judicial bonus account. It pays you a bonus when you reach your savings goals. So when you reach your savings goals, you're given a bonus. Then there is no minimum balance, no charges, flexibility. The fewer transactions, the more returns. And then it creates competitive interest rates, bonus rewards to help grow your savings, and then quarterly interest, where I have said as much as interest is grown per day, you are paid quarterly a year. That interest is paid in your account quarterly a year. So you have seen there are different accounts have different meet different needs. We have seen that there are things that you need to check. So that is my video for today. If you like it, or if you want more clarification, please use the comment section below and drop a comment and subscribe. Share this video. I know there are so many other people who have such want to be answered this question. So share it widely, share it. I would recommend that the best thing about savings account, or when you get, especially for entrepreneurs, start early, start saving early. Have a relationship with your bank. Have a relationship with your bank. That's the best way to go. Ask these questions. Go to your banker and ask these questions. So till next time, I love you. Please make sure you create money and grow it. This is where we keep it real, simple and solid. Bye.